Well, Gary, Andrija Novakovich signed from Reading. Tell me about him.
No, he ain't. Yeah, he's yes, he is, and he's 6'2", 6'3". He's American under 21 or under 20 international. He's played a couple of games for Reading at the end of last year in their first team championship season, and we've been keeping an eye on him to see when he's ready, and we feel that he's ready now to come into our squad to give us another option. He can play number 10, he can play number 9, so he gives us a couple of options there, and he's an athletic boy that's very fit, and being American, he's a competitive lad as well, which is good. So we're really pleased that we've got that other string to our bow, if you like, up until the January windows.
And how important is it that he can play both striking roles, the 9 and the 10?
Well, I think it's very important because you need somebody to be able to play with Wrighty, you need somebody to be able to play with Billy in case Wrighty's injured. Obviously, Amari Morgan-Smith is out till at least January, really. So, we needed that other presence, if you like, that could come off and, as I say, 6'2", 6'3", but he's a good runner with the ball. And if people have a look at his YouTube stuff, which often people do, you can see he's a good athletic player, and of course he comes in and keeping to my teammates you can rely on. Of course George knows him, George McClellan, and obviously Rob Dickey knows him well, and when we asked them about him as well to confirm what type of lad he was, they were very pleased that he was coming to join their team.
And how much has the success of Rob Dickey here helped Reading sort of have that faith in you that actually Andrija can do well here?
I think that's very uppermost in their minds. It's nice to be able to a team to be able to trust another team with their players, and they obviously trust us. So that's the main thing, because it's not just about the games; it's about the philosophy of the football. It's about the training. It's about the training ground. It's all those things. They don't want to send somebody and have a bad time over a month because it's a bad training ground and they're bottom of the league and struggling, and I don't think that's going to help their players. But I'm sure that was a big factor, because they're very pleased with Rob's progress at the moment.
And my arm's getting tired, so thank you.
No problem.
Shall I ask about 8 more questions? Just one on the scouting. Your scouting of sort of young 19, 20, 21-year-olds that have been brought in, it's been very successful. It's obviously something that you do a lot of work on.
Yeah, because it's funny that Pete always says that there's a time when they're ready and there's a time when they're not yet ready. Now, if you get it wrong and you bring them in too early, they don't do anything for you. And we've had that experience as well over the years with some of the teams. So we leave it a little bit later. You may miss people because of it, but we leave it a little bit later. And 19, 20, they sort of become blokes, more blokey rather than sort of 17, 18. And they handle the rigours and the mental capacity that they need, the concentration of an adult as opposed to a teenager, if you like. So we get to know them pretty early. That's important, and then over 2 or 3 years, we just follow the ones that we think have got potential. Because often, with all due respect, the club, like ours, is not going to go out and get a ready-made striker with a family who lives up north. Do you know what I mean? So that creates a lot of money problems, if you like, and it certainly cuts into your budget. So, we have to believe in what we're doing, and at the moment we've still got another loan if we wanted one as an emergency, but we've also got enough that are part of the club and that are on contract to the club, that there's an affinity with the club. That's important. And the ones we've brought in, like Rob Dickey, Dylan, who else we got who's on loan? Rob Dickey, Dylan is 3 plus Andre becomes 4. So it's terrible that we're missing one. Come on,
Ryan.
Who?
Jennings.
Oh yeah, Ryan Jennings, of course. And they're all, they're all lads that are, certainly the first two are on long contracts. So that was good. They've become very much a part of the club, as you know from your interviews with them.
How many games does Pete go to in a week?
It's unbelievable. Honestly, he really does go to, I would say, 5 games a week, because the games are on Mondays, Tuesdays, Monday afternoons, Monday night, Tuesday. These games go on all the time, and of course you've got to make sure. It costs him a fortune. He always says Liverpool TV, Chelsea TV, Man United TV. So of course you can't always get up north after you've been to a game down here. But he knows them well. He's a face on the circuit, that's for sure.
Do you think your scouting of that sort of age group is probably better than 90% of the clubs in even League One and League Two because of that experience that you and Pete have got?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's he's been doing it for so long now that you can follow these lads for 2 or 3 years, 4 or 5 years, and lads, we sometimes keep in touch with lads that we've had before at other clubs that have enjoyed it, and you can go back to them, so it's nice that you create this sort of like little empire of contacts, and agents know him like they know me, etc. And we got 2 or 3 other family members that are scouts as well, as you know, so we can tap into the family.